Our number one selling cleanser and probably number one selling product in general is the Micro-Exfoliating cleanser.
Yeah, definitely a fan favorite for home care use. We use it frequently in the treatment room as well. One of the main attractions that we have here is the fact that our manual exfoliant in this product is an organic beeswax bead. So we developed this product a number of years ago in response to the type of exfoliants that we were finding in manual cleansing products. So anything from polyethylene, which are actually little bits of plastic, they've now been banned by the industry, so you don't see those anymore. But everything from crushed nutshells, which we see in a lot of our drugstore products, pumice, these can actually be quite abrasive to a normal to more sensitive skin type, and they can create little micro tears in the skin. What we found is that this particular type of beeswax it's rigid enough to remove stratum corneum cells the way we want to scrub to, but it's not rigid enough that's actually going to create those micro tears into the skin. So while it's exfoliating, it's safe enough to use twice a day for most clients. Now in the treatment room, again, to get that little bit of additional exfoliation that you're looking for, it's very effective. However, what you have to be cognizant of is that you do have a beeswax bead. So once you're cleansing the skin, you have to remove those beads for the client before you move to the next step in a protocol.
If you have a client that has active acne and papules and pustules, would the Micro-Exfoliating honey cleanser be gentle enough for them?
Sure, absolutely. And that's one of the big drawbacks of the more aggressive manual exfoliants that we, again, find in the cleansing products, is that if the client's going home, especially younger teenagers and young adults that are dealing with the inflammatory acne, they go home and wash. It creates the tears and it's actually causing what's inside the follicle to express, but it's also creating a lot of inflammation at the same time. So we do get some of that gentle expression for at-home care and at-home use, but again, it's not going to create inflammation. It's not going to create those micro tears.
And honey extract can be very beneficial for rosacea, sensitive skin, and flame skin. Is this too aggressive for them?
I mean, it's one of the reasons why the product itself is so versatile, because acneic clientele that are dealing with rosacea, skin sensitivities, compromised barrier, it works very, very well on just about all those skin types. And one of the reasons why is because the honey extract itself is so calming and soothing. So just an additional layer of anti-inflammatory benefits from a simple cleansing option.
And I've noticed, at least for my personal use, when I start to warm the beads in my hands a little bit first, they seem a little bit less aggressive. Is that something that's in the formulation?
Yeah, that's a great observation too, is that if you have some heat as part of the cleansing process, which most clients are going to be doing at home, they're going to be using in the shower, or if they're cleansing their face in the skin, cleansing their face in the sink before they go to bed while they're doing their routine, they're going to be using warm water. So that'll have a tendency to soften up the bead a little bit, so it makes it even more gentle.
And does that pull some of the oils out?
Yeah, one of the properties of the beeswax bead is it's actually naturally absorbing of oil, but it's also hydrating as well. So if you have a client that has combination skin, we want to help to deal with oil content, but again, they're a little bit more sensitive. It's calming, but it helps to absorb that oil content.
And it smells so amazing.
Yes.
But it's just the natural aromas of the ingredients.
Yeah, when you look at the Circadia line, we're not using any synthetic fragrance. We have some additional additives and extracts which really give a nice sensory appeal, really some beautiful aromas to the product. The honey, of course, is probably number one. Everybody loves honey, and it just gives that really nice smell and aroma. It just adds to the overall experience that the client has, not just in the treatment room, but also at home as well.
Do you have any pro tips on the Micro-Exfoliating honey cleanser?
So the biggest pro tip, and something that the professional has to be aware of, especially when they're cleansing in the treatment room, is that it is a manual bead. So as you're cleansing, you'll see it still kind of residually built up on the surface. So just taking a dry 4x4 or even a brush and just gently brushing it away after the cleansing has been done.
And use sparingly.
And use sparingly, yes.